This is our getting started with flexibility beginner video. I'm really excited you're here. You're dipping your toes in. Let's get started. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with about a little wider than hip distance apart stance. So a little in from shoulders, a little wider than hips. Now all you're gonna do is reach down toward your toes. Now you might be up here, you might be down here. Anywhere in that range is fine. You're just gonna reach down. Hold that. Now bend one knee, sink that hip down. You're gonna feel a tingling sensation, possibly down to your calves or even your feet. You wanna chase that feeling. Switch to the other side, pause for a little bit, chase that tingling feeling, and now we're gonna smoothly transition. So switch and switch and switch. These are called elephant walks. Breathing deeply. If you want to feel it a little bit more intense, you can lean forward, put your weight in your toes, and you can also sink deeper into it and sink the hips down. I don't expect you to be all the way down at the floor, just wherever is comfortable for you. Breathing deeply, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Out of that, you can put your hands on your knees. Go ahead and march in place. Let those legs relax. That should feel kind of intense. That's okay. Now, you're gonna split your legs apart, just like so. One in front, one in back. Toes both pointed forward. So you don't want your back leg out like this. I know it feels natural to do that, but you want your toes pointed forward. It's okay if the heel lifts up. Now, what you're gonna do is it's called tucking your pelvis. So you'll notice you have a little arch in your back right here because your leg is behind you. What you're gonna do is tuck your pelvis under, and it's gonna force this knee to bend. Now, while maintaining this tucked position, you're actually gonna flex your thigh and try and get that knee further back so you feel a stretch right here, holding for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Keep that pelvis tucked. You're gonna feel your glute or your butt flexing, and that's totally natural, and you're gonna feel a stretch through this part of your leg, and your quad might already be burning. That's okay. Stick with it if you can, breathing deeply. I know it feels intense if this is your first time. That's okay. Just hold. We're almost done, and good job. Switching to the other side. Again, split the legs. Both toes are pointed directly forward. Don't let that leg go to the side. Starting with this back, you're gonna tuck that pelvis under, and now your knee, put it behind you while maintaining that tucked pelvis position. Feel the stretch right here, 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. Make sure those toes are pointed forward. You wanna breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, if at all possible. If it's not possible, just breathe wherever is comfortable for you. The important part is you're getting that oxygen in. It helps you relax, and it helps you go deeper into that stretch. Breathing deeply. And come on out of that stretch. Again, we're gonna march in place. Let those hips relax. Breathing deeply. Whew. All right. When you're ready, we're gonna come all the way down to the floor. You might need to sit on top of a stool for some of these exercises, and that's totally normal. I obviously don't have a stool with me, so I'll try my best to demonstrate. So, while sitting on your butt, your legs are gonna be in front of you. Now, you won't be able to keep your knees all the way straight like this, most likely. That's very flexible. If not, knees bent, just like so, and you don't want your back rounding out behind you, so you're gonna pull yourself up by your pant waist, almost like somebody is pulling you up by your belt. You're gonna hold your legs just like so, grow tall, and now you're gonna try and straighten your legs a little bit. Feel that stretch holding. Breathing deeply, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax a little bit. Shake those legs a little. We're gonna do it again. Hold those legs, grow tall. Somebody's pulling you up by your pants. Straighten those legs a little bit. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax backward. Shake those legs out. Now, you're gonna, again, pull yourself by your pants so you're growing tall, flattening the back. Toes pointed up to the sky. You're gonna walk your hands forward. Keep the back flat, keep the back flat till you find that stretch. It's probably gonna be somewhere right here. Hold 30 seconds. Flex your quads if you don't quite feel that stretch. Remember, we're not rounding our back, we're flattening it out, and that's how you feel the stretch. Holding, holding, holding. If you need something to distract yourself, you can rock your feet side to side. Keep the back flat, keep flattening it. I know it's hard. Good, almost done. Almost there, and relax the back. Shake those legs out. Great job. Now, we're gonna go ahead and widen our legs, just like so, and we're gonna do the same thing. So flatten your back, walk yourself forward till you feel that stretch. You might be able to go even further for this one, but you're gonna pause wherever you're at, holding for 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. Flex those quads, keep the knees perfectly straight. Breathing deeply. The goal is to keep that back flat, almost like you're arching your back. The flatter your back and the further forward you are, the more intense the stretch is going to be. Breathing deeply. And come on out of that stretch. Great job. Go ahead and shake those legs out. Now for this next one, you're going to lay flat on your back, and we're going to move on to something called the figure 4 stretch. And this is, the goal for this is going to be stretching the glute right here, just so you know. So go ahead and lay down flat on the ground, however's comfortable for you. You're going to pick one leg, pull it towards you, and put the ankle over the knee. Now, the goal here is not to let your pelvis curl, and you don't want your pelvis to lift up in the air. So what you're going to do is arch your back a little bit, almost so that you can put your hand underneath your lower back. That's how you know you're doing it right. Now, grab the leg that has the foot on the floor, pull it towards you without letting that pelvis lift to the sky. So keep that tailbone all the way anchored, holding 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. It helps if you can do in through the nose and out through the mouth. But if you can't, just breathe through your mouth or just your nose, whatever's comfortable for you. If your knee hurts, you can pull your knee towards your chest, and that should help just a little bit. Breathing deeply. Remember, relaxing, keep the tailbone on the mat. You don't want it to lift up. And switching sides, other foot on the ground, bring the other ankle over the knee, just like so. Tailbone down. If you feel the stretch here, just keep it there. But if not, go ahead and grab that leg that was on the floor. Keep the tailbone on the mat. Feel the stretch, holding. Breathing as deeply as possible. The deeper you can breathe, the more you'll relax. And the more you can relax, the deeper you'll get into that stretch. You should be feeling that stretch along that glute area. But if you feel it in your lower back, that's totally acceptable. And bring those feet back down to the ground. Keep the feet close together and let the knees fall open to the side. As you can see, my knees open quite wide, but yours might be closer closed, and that's totally fine. Just relax there for a second. Squeeze the glutes to open them and relax, and then open, relax, open, relax. This is just gonna help get the muscles ready. There we go, perfect. Now, straighten one leg out, and you're gonna bring the other knee in close to the chest if you can, holding for 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. This is for your hip mobility. This helps with sitting, with all sorts of movements. This is, you might even feel a stretch on the leg that's straight in the hip flexor, and that is also totally normal. If your other leg is bent or up in the sky, that's okay, but you want to keep it as straight and as close to the ground as possible. And switching sides, bring the other knee in toward the chest. Same thing, holding for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Trying to relax into that stretch. Great job. Almost done. And bring that leg down. Keep the foot planted. And now what you're going to do is you're going to grab the hamstring of the first leg you did. Flex your foot so your toes are pointed up to the sky. Straighten that bottom leg if you can. And now you're going to straighten that knee out as much as possible and bend it back down. We're going to do 10 reps. And 2, 3, and 4. You might have to keep your arms all the way straight. 5, that's okay. 6, 7. If your knee can't straighten all the way, that's okay. 8. Last 2. 9. Final time, 10. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Grab that other leg. Straighten that bottom leg out. And here we go. Flex your foot so your toes are pointed up to the sky and straighten it out and bend. Good. And 2. And 3. And 4. Breathing deeply. 5. And 6. 7. And 8. 9. And 10. Go ahead and pull yourself up to a seated position. Take as much time as you need. Now, I like to sit crisscross applesauce, but you can sit however you like. Or you can sit on top of a chair, and that might make it easier for you. But you're going to pull yourself up out of your lower back so you're as tall as possible. Hands on the elbows like this. And now you're going to twist to the side, just like so. Hold. Breathing deeply. And now switch to the other side and hold. Breathing deeply if you can. I know it's difficult. And back to that first side. Hold. And bring the hands down. Grab the knee. Go a little further if you can. And now we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. You want your head to turn with your body as well, so you're looking out behind you as far as you can. If you have neck issues, it's okay to keep your head straight though. Whatever feels best for you. Remember, keep yourself with a flat back growing tall. You don't want your lower back rounding out behind you like that. Keep it tall. Breathing deeply. And switching sides. And holding. Breathing deeply. 30 seconds. Remember to stay tall. If you can, you want your neck to twist with your spine as well. Breathing deeply, stay tall, twisting as far as you can. And come back to the center. Go ahead and round your back. Sink your belly button in toward your spine, rounding the back. And now grow as tall as you possibly can. Arch the back just a little bit. And come back to that neutral, comfortable position, just like so. Now, grow tall, hands to the side. Bring one hand up and stretch it across the body. Now, here's where the stretch happens. You don't want to go like this. You want to keep that sitting bone nailed to the ground as you reach across, holding for 30 seconds. Remember, don't let that pelvis lift. Keep it anchored to the ground. You want to feel the stretch all the way from your hip in this area through your armpit. And you almost want to picture the stretch going all the way to your pinky, although you probably won't feel it in your pinky. But if you do, that's totally fine too. That's just your nervous system saying hello. And switching sides. Other hand over. Remember, don't let your pelvis lift up. Keep it anchored down. Feel the stretch in this area Those are your obliques and even your QL on the back side of your body. And you'll even feel it in your armpit, and that's your lat muscle. So your quadratus lumborum, that's what the QL is. Your obliques, which are your side abs, and then your lat, which is the back side of your armpit. Keep that pelvis anchored down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth if you can. And come back to that center position. And we're gonna finish off with a roll down and then a neck exercise. So stay tall at first, hands in front of you, nod your chin, just the neck first, and then the upper back, then the mid back. Keep rolling down one bone at a time. Keep the belly button pulling into the spine as you roll. Now we're max depth. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly button back toward the spine as you unravel one bone at a time. Keep the head down. Now the upper back, base of the neck, the mid part of the neck, and then the upper neck all the way tall. Now drop one ear toward the shoulder. Don't let the opposite shoulder lift up. Keep it down. You can use your other hand to help assist with that. Switch to the other side. Again, keep that opposite side shoulder down. Now drop the chin forward. Feel that in the back side of the neck. Rock it a little side to side if you can. Unravel the neck all the way up. Now take your time with this, but we're gonna come to a standing position. All the way up tall. Shake those legs out, shake the hands out. Rotate a little side to side, twist a little. Notice how you feel. You should feel much better, looser, and ready to take on the day. If you want to improve your flexibility, keep up with this, and eventually you'll graduate to a different flexibility program that challenges you a little bit more. Subscribe to my newsletter if you need to. Yeah, stay flexy, guys. Subscribe.